What's up, guys? It's your boy, Barca Boy 103. Today we're going to be reacting to the Barcelona news over the past 48 hours, where it has been a very intense 48 hours with a lot of confirmation news coming out. Firstly, of course, Inigo Martinez, done deal, posted a video last night. Go check that out. But another player is on the verge of joining Barcelona on a free transfer as well, and that is Ilkay Gundogan. Only a few details remain for his signing to be official, and I have those few details for you as well. Another free agent who's also on the verge of joining Barcelona is, of course, Lionel Messi. He has agreed to a salary cut to join Barcelona this summer. All that is left is for Joan Laporta to meet face-to-face with Lionel Messi. We'll talk about those details as well. How Xavi wants a few Spaniards to join Barcelona this summer. Grimaldo is an option for Barcelona, and Dani Olmo is an option next summer in 2024. We also have a big update on the return of Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. But of course, with these players coming in, players will have to leave the club this summer. We have an update on Ferran Torres situation, and Inaki Pena situation, Arnau and Tenas situation, and also on Ansu Fati. There was a meeting with his father and Jorge Mendes in Barcelona yesterday, and we do have the updates on that. Also, injury updates, of course, ahead of the big Clásico coming up, and we do have some updates on the Negreira case and also on the renewal of Sergio Busquets. But before we get into it, make sure you guys smash that like button down below. Let's try to get to 200 likes in this video. Be very much appreciated. Also, if you're new, make sure you subscribe down below if you haven't already, and let's get into it. Now, before we get into the video, this video is sponsored by Number One Foot. Number One Foot is one of the best jersey football replica websites on the market. They have a variety of items at fantastic prices. I have here some with me. Firstly is the home kit for this season. Excellent quality. The badge is nice and smooth. Spotify logo is printed on to perfection, and I also even have a jacket as well. This is one of the training jackets that the players wear. There's a logo there on the right hand side, zipper and everything. They have some badges here, the Nike logo as well. The quality is absolutely, feels real, and also the prices are unbeatable. And if you use the discount code BOY at checkout, you do get an additional 15% off your orders. That's BOY. Use that checkout, you get 15% off your order, and all orders above $80 as well will get free shipping. So what are you waiting for? Top link down in the description down below and get your new football kits today. Let's start off with the transfer news over the past 48 hours, and the signings on a free transfer are starting to fly in. Of course, yesterday on the channel I confirmed that Inigo Martinez will be joining Barcelona this summer. That is 100% confirmed, and the next one is on the verge of completion, and that is the signing of Ilkay Gundogan. First coming in from Sport, they've come out saying the negotiations between Barcelona and Ilkay Gundogan are advancing at a good pace, and Barcelona are willing to offer a 2-year contract. Man City would be delighted for him to stay for another year, but they suspect and believe that Gundogan has already decided to join Barcelona. One of the reasons that makes Gundogan a highly regarded reinforcement at Barcelona is that he can play in all of the midfield positions, specifically, of course, the pivot. But last night we got the word from Gerard Romero. He came out saying that Barcelona and Ilkay Gundogan have reached an agreement, and the club would have already closed his signing, but till now he has not accepted the clause that would allow him to leave on loan in the case he is not registered. So of course, yesterday, Inigo Martinez video, joins free agent, done deal, here we go. But if Barcelona cannot register him due to FFP, Inigo Martinez will leave the club on loan. So he'll sign, seal, delivered, hold the shirt up, press conference, all that sort of stuff. He'll immediately leave out on loan for the remainder of the season, and that is agreed already in his contract. Barcelona tried to do the same thing with Ilkay Gundogan, but Gundogan said no, he does not want to do such a thing. He wants to join Barcelona right this second, and that is the only remaining factor in Gundogan not joining Barcelona. Watch this space. I think in the next 2 weeks we will know for sure whether or not Gundogan will join Barcelona or not. But again, like Gerard Romero said, full agreement reached with Gundogan and Barcelona over his contract, year, and salary of the deal. All that is left is the situation surrounding FFP. What will happen with Gundogan if Barcelona cannot register him? Will he leave, contract termination, leave on loan, not sign at all? Of course, we've seen this over the past year, last summer with Koundé, Rafinha, Lewandowski, Kessié, Christensen, whatever the case may be, they all had certain stipulations that would happen if Barcelona did not register them with FFP, with financial fair play margin, and now the same is for Ilkay Gundogan. All that is left is a situation with FFP. So theoretically, if we had no FFP problem, Gundogan would be an official Barcelona player. Here we go, signed, sealed, delivered, confirmed. So wait and see what happens over the next few weeks. But Gundogan is on the verge of signing for Barcelona for next season. Now, another midfielder who Barcelona are planning to sign as a free agent, but not this summer, but next summer in 2024, is Dani Olmo, a player who I'm actually honestly shocked is not a Barcelona player at this point. This is coming in from Ferran Martinez, Mundo Deportivo. He's come out saying that Barcelona have asked Dani Olmo not to renew his contract with RB Leipzig. It was during the World Cup in Qatar in a meeting between Barcelona staff and Olmo's entourage. Barcelona want to go for him in 2024 when he will be a free agent. Now, I think Dani Olmo is a fantastic player. I think in that false nine left-sided winger where Xavi plays, I think Dani Olmo can play that position better than Xavi. I think Xavi overall is a better player, especially in the midfield. But at that left wing, false nine winger, inverted, whatever the case may be, in that specific role, I think Dani Olmo would be a fantastic signing. Of course, since Joan Laporta became the president, we all knew that Joan Laporta is a huge fan of Dani Olmo. And I think if he is a free agent next summer, I think 100% he will be joining Barcelona. But according to reports in Germany, Dani Olmo thinks it's disrespectful to leave RB Leipzig as a free agent and is still in talks with RB Leipzig over a new deal. It is not sealed, confirmed, done deal, sealed, confirmed that Dani Olmo will stay and not renew his contract with RB Leipzig and will be a free agent in 2024. But if he is a free agent, if him and RB Leipzig cannot reach an agreement, Barcelona will be absolutely all over him. So watch this space. I think this summer it's ruled out. Of course, you remember last summer, I think deadline day, we tried to bid for Dani Olmo. Was that the summer before that with Memphis, Aguero, Emerson, and Eric Garcia? I think it was that summer where we bid on deadline day like 40 million for him or 50 million, something like that. So watch this space with Dani Olmo. I think Barcelona have been targeting him for a long time. I think we know for a fact that Joan Laporta is a big fan of the player. I think Xavi as well is a big fan. So when if he's a free agent in 2024, I think he will join Barcelona without a shadow of a doubt. So keep your eyes on Dani Olmo as a future signing for Barcelona, but this summer it is ruled out. Now, another Spanish free agent who Barcelona are keeping an eye on is the left back Alex Grimaldo. And there were reports coming in from Pedro Almeida from the Portuguese media saying that Alejandro Grimaldo is in advanced talks with Barcelona to join the club this summer as a free agent. He will be a free agent this summer, but Fabrizio Romano came out denying that report, saying that Barcelona are not working on the signing of Alejandro Grimaldo. They're very happy with Balde, Jordi Alba, and Marcos Alonso. I think Grimaldo is a great example of a market opportunity. What I would do personally is bin off Marcos Alonso, of course, have our 5 center backs, Indigo Martinez, Eric Garcia, Koundé, Christensen, Araujo. I'd bring in Grimaldo and have him and Alejandro Balde, keep Jordi Alba for a year just for vibes, really, if he reduces his salary, of course. He has to reduce his salary, stay for vibes, Messi, if Messi comes back, party with your mate, whatever the case may be. But Jordi Alba and Marcos Alonso are both gone in 2024. I think one of them 100% will leave in 2024. I think both of them are pretty close to leaving. I think having Balde and Grimaldo competing for years in that left back position would make us so elite. But this is a situation when you renew Alonso on a crappy deal and Jordi Alba is still until 2024. There's really no room for Grimaldo at the moment. I think he would be a fantastic signing. If this club has balls and ambition, they'll sack Alonso tomorrow, reduce Jordi Alba's wage. If he doesn't reduce it, kick him out of the club and bring in Grimaldo to compete alongside Alejandro Balde. So keep your eyes on Grimaldo. I think there still is a possibility. I'd probably put it at 10, 15, maybe 20%. I'll keep your eyes on it for now, though, but I think it's unlikely that Barcelona sign Grimaldo. But imagine him coming in to strike that left back position. That would just make our defense so elite beyond belief. So wait and see with Grimaldo. Watch this space. I think there is a chance that he'll join Barcelona this summer, but it is very unlikely. Now, a full back position that Barcelona desperately need to reinforce is, of course, the right back position, where Xavi's dream signing is still Juan Foyth. Gerard de Mero came out saying that Xavi continues to dream about Juan Foyth. Of course, his signing this summer is very difficult. He has a 60 million euro release clause with Villarreal, and Villarreal do not want to negotiate. They want his release clause paid in full, or else Foyth will stay with the Yellow Submarines. Apparently Barcelona want to offer 30 million plus Lenglet and Dest and Nico and all this stuff just to reduce that asking price, that fixed fee, but apparently that transfer is very, very difficult. I also don't understand why Xavi is so like obsessed with Juan Foyth. I don't think he's, you know, a world beater, so to speak. I understand he fits the mold that Xavi wants in his right back, a very versatile right back, and play at center back, of course, very, very strong defensively. But you already have, you know, Araujo and Koundé to cover that defensive-minded fullback, especially on the right-hand side. I don't see the need for Juan Foyth. Again, a bit controversial, you might say. I would much rather sign João Cancelo for 50 million than Juan Foyth for 60. I think that's not a popular opinion, but it's my opinion nonetheless. So watch your space with Juan Foyth. Xavi's a big fan. We know he's easily like top 2, top 3 on the targets for right backs this summer. We do desperately need a right back. He's on that list, and if Xavi can handpick anyone he can pick at right back at the moment, that's of course reasonable and feasible. It is Juan Foyth. Now, a player who Barcelona are very interested in signing but want him on a very, very cheap deal is Yannick Carrasco, who of course Barcelona do have the option to buy him as part of the Memphis Depay deal in January with the option of 15 million euros. But Roger Talor from Mundo Deportivo came out saying that Barcelona and Atletico Madrid will sit down to negotiate the 15 million euro buy option which Barcelona have for Yannick Carrasco. Carrasco wants to join Barcelona, and Barcelona will press to lower the buy option, exactly like Atletico Madrid did for Antoine Griezmann in the middle of the season. If we can get Carrasco for single digits, I think that's a steal. I don't know how he'll fit. I don't know where he's going to play, but that's a steal. I mean, the question is really, would you sell Ferran or Ansu to bring in Carrasco? I personally wouldn't. I think Carrasco is reaching the end of his prime. I think Ferran and Ansu, of course, have value in the market, but also have a lot of promise, a lot of room to grow. I don't really see how this one will go. I think if I were to make a prediction right now, I would say in the end, Barcelona did not execute their option to sign Yannick Carrasco. I think what they're trying to do, Barcelona, hey, we can get them on the cheap. If Barcelona are geniuses, they'll get him on the cheap and then resell him immediately. I think that would be pure genius. I don't know if Carrasco would be open to that. I don't think Vinicius Zahavi would be his agent, of course, would be very interested in that operation. But I think from Barcelona's standpoint, unless they can do it on the very cheap, they will not execute their buy option for Yannick Carrasco. We're talking at least the fixed fee being in the single digits. So I think if Barcelona can get it around 9 million, maybe 10 million, they might do it. I think anything above 10 million, they won't do it whatsoever. So watch the space on Carrasco, of course, especially if we end up selling Ferran or Ansu Fati. He's a very good winger who's available very cheap for Barcelona specifically, and Barcelona try to sign him on the cheap. And of course, Atletico Madrid will have to negotiate now with Barcelona for his transfer. So keep your eyes on the situation of Carrasco. There's a very good chance of him ending up joining Barcelona this summer. But a forward who does have a higher chance of joining Barcelona this summer over Yannick Carrasco is the return of Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. Alba back is in full swing. Having Miguel from AES came out saying that Aubameyang will do anything to return to Barcelona this summer. Joining the club is his total priority, so much so that he can force his departure from Chelsea for free, and he will also have a minimum salary. Gerard Romero also confirmed that Aubameyang is an option for Barcelona this summer, and Fernando Polo and Ferran Martinez from Mundo Deportivo came out saying that Aubameyang wants to return to Barcelona and the club value him seriously. The dressing room, of course, admires him a lot, especially as we've seen in those Clásico celebrations last weekend. He would be free or low-cost arrival with a backup role who would maintain a great atmosphere in the locker room. So the rumor is that Aubameyang will only join Barcelona if the club cannot sign Victor Roca. Victor Roca is the priority. He is the only player ahead of Aubameyang in the striker list. And Barcelona are very happy for him to come in for a year and cover Lewandowski. Of course, I wanted this to happen last season. Well, not last season, this current season, but we bid him off of Chelsea for a good deal. Apparently, Aubameyang could leave Chelsea either on loan or on a free transfer, so he'll cost nothing, and he will take a huge reduction on salary side to join Barcelona. Watch this space again. I think Aubameyang is an option for Barcelona. I think if we don't sign Victor Roca, would I go for him? Yes, but then you have the risk of having a 33 or 34-year-old Lewandowski, 32-year-old Aubameyang, two strikers who are at the end of their peak, and then Barcelona will have to go in the market next summer and the next summer after that to sign two top quality strikers. Of course, Haaland will be available at that time for 200 million. Will the club have that by then? Probably not. But I think it's a risk for Barcelona to sign Aubameyang in the sense of his age. I think in the sense of his quality, it's a no-brainer in my opinion. I think Aubameyang is a fantastic player. He did very well for us, of course, and he'll be dirt cheap. So keep your eyes on Aubameyang. If we don't sign Victor Roca, he is the next target for Barcelona in the striker position in order to find a replacement and backup for Robert Lewandowski. But a player who Barcelona fans and also the Barcelona club all unanimously want to sign this summer, and he will be a free agent, is of course the return of the greatest human being to touch a football, Lionel Andres Messi. Xavi Navarro has come out saying that Barcelona have taken significant steps to restore the relationship with Leo Messi. In fact, Joan Laporta consistently referring to a tribute is to control the expectations of the fans. His goal is clear: bring Messi back to Barcelona this summer. That there is, I think, a very good point. We keep hearing that Laporta only wants to bring Messi back for a tribute, but he's trying to lower our expectations. Fair enough to him. Leo Messi's entourage is expressing doubts about PSG's sporting project and their incapability to win the Champions League. They are believed to be confused about their aspirations. Leo Messi is in direct contact with players at FC Barcelona like Sergio, Busquets. Not only that, he's in direct talks with Xavi for a possible return. Again, the rumors about Messi's return are keep increasing. Fernando Polo from Deportivo came out saying that at Barcelona, the interest of signing Leo Messi for free this summer is very high. The club continues to work in the background. The most important thing will be that Messi is ready to return despite the club's financial situation. We also have some quotes coming in from the president of the Catalan government, who's of course very close to Joan Laporta as well. He came out saying that a lot of us would like Messi to return to Barcelona. It's financially complicated and the numbers will have to be balanced, but surely it could bring a lot of spectacular joy back to Barcelona. And then we got the big reports coming in from Catalonia Radio a few days ago. They came out saying that a second meeting between Barcelona and Leo Messi's camp will be taking place in the next few days. The player has requested that more meetings take place to see if his return is possible this summer. Messi asked his father to talk to Laporta again in order to return to Barcelona. The player, for his part, has communicated with Xavi for the same purpose, and it seems that he has the approval of the dressing room and the coaching staff for his return. I mean, no shit, Sherlock. I mean, Messi coming back for free. Nah. If anyone's name leaks and they don't want Messi, they are gonna get pelters. They couldn't even leave the Ciutat Esportiva alive. Now, this is all Kings League. Of course, the Kings League happened at the Camp Nou. There were chants of Messi. Piqué was there doing it. Agent Aguero was there doing it. And then last night, Gerard Romero provided us the latest updates on Messi. He came out saying that Leo Messi is ready to take a pay cut and adapt to the salary in accordance with the Barcelona situation. Laporta must have a face-to-face talk with him. Leo saw the fans at the Spotify Camp Nou chanting his name last Sunday. People from the club who were not in favor of Messi's return are now in favor and have understood that it would be a great financial boost for the club. So literally now, unanimous agreement, everyone and their mothers want Messi to return to the club this summer. The man, yet again, is willing to reduce his salary. He's on, I think, 700,000 euros per week at PSG. He's willing to reduce that to join the club. All I can say is this. This is kind of like the same stuff we've been reporting on for the past month. The real updates now that Messi wants to take a pay cut and there's going to be a meeting in the next few days. Joan Laporta, have the damn meeting with Messi. What are you waiting for? Please tell me what we're waiting for here. I have apps. Look, my laptop is actually falling off its stand. Like, what are we waiting for? This is not a time. International break is when you're supposed to talk to Messi. But now we're going to be playing on Saturday against Elche. The time was then. You have to speak with Messi. All I keep hearing, Messi wants to come back. Barcelona want him back. Meeting needs to happen. Salary reduction. Meeting needs to happen. Fans shout at Messi. Meeting needs to happen. Everyone and their dogs know that Messi and Laporta have to speak. Grab the phone. Give the lad a ring. I'm sick and tired of all this. Laporta has to meet with him. We get it. Meet with him. Get this deal advancing. Present the contract to Javier Tebas and his freaking mother and get this deal approved and bring the GOAT back. Wait and see. I'm not going to get too hyped about it. Until this meeting happens between these two, I'm not getting hyped. I mean, if the meeting happens, like, they figure each other, that's when I'll get gassed. So we'll wait and see with Messi. Watch the space, but his return, without a shadow of a doubt, is on the table. Let's now discuss the players who have been rumored to leave Barcelona over the past 48 hours. Firstly, of course, are the two forwards who have, rooms and options to leave are Ferran Torres and Ansu Fati. Firstly, with the updates on Ferran Torres, we're having Miguel from AES came out saying that if Barcelona sign Victor Roca and or Aubameyang, as well as recover from loan Abdi, they would have to sell a forward. Ansu Fati and Ferran Torres are the options. Now, on the Ferran Torres side, apparently, as per everyone else who Barcelona want to leave the club, he doesn't want to leave. Sport came out saying that Ferran Torres does not want to leave Barcelona in the summer. He wants to be part of the new project and is convinced that he will end up playing sooner or later. I think with Ferran and Ansu, both of them, you have to wait until the end of the season, see how they end off the year. If they have good momentum, they start scoring goals. They look like they have confidence. We both know both on their day, I'll have Ferran Torres and Ansu Fati over Carrasco, over Aubameyang. All these players, I think they're both quality players. The problem right now is that they lack a lot of confidence, especially after not playing too many minutes this season. So wait and see with Ferran Torres, but again, he has options to leave. He will be on the table, on the sale table, if other transfers go Barcelona's way, especially if Messi returns to Barcelona as well. His future at Barcelona, without a shadow of a doubt, is in doubt and is definitely leading towards more an exit than it is him staying. But an exit that has taken a lot of developments over the past few days has it, of course, the exit of Ansu Fati. Yesterday, Jordi Fati, Ansu Fati's father, met with the Mateo Alemany and Jordi Foyth at the Barcelona offices in the morning. The meeting lasted around an hour. After the meeting, the rumors were flying in. Victor Navarro from COPE came out saying that Jordi Fati and Jorge Mendes want Ansu Fati to leave Barcelona this summer. Joan Laporta, despite initial denial, will listen to good offers, and if one comes in, he probably will be sold. Yannick Carrasco from COPE came out denying that, saying the meeting between Jordi Fati and Barcelona was not to discuss a possible sale. The father of Fati talked about how little time his son is presently getting. Alemany said they count on Ansu Fati, but Ansu Fati's promise is a technical decision by Xavi Hernandez. Luis Rojo from Marca came out saying that Barcelona have no intentions of selling Ansu Fati in the summer. The club reported this to Ansu Fati's father in the meeting. Barcelona will not even put Ansu Fati on the market, but if Jorge Mendes arrives with a good offer and the player wants to leave, they would analyze it. Although Fati's father has informed the club that he wants to stay, his son wants to stay at Barcelona, and if the club had to sell players this summer, several players are ahead of Ansu Fati in the pecking order, although Fati's market value is very high. Esport 3 came out saying that Ansu Fati's entourage is worried about his role not growing, while other youngsters like Alejandro Balde, Pedri, Gavi are indisputable. What happens until the end of the season could be key. Mendes has been bringing in offers from England to his family for a while. And finally, Candacer came out saying that Ansu Fati's entourage believes that Xavi is being unfair to him for the lack of minutes. Ansu Fati's father and his agent Jorge Mendes believe that if the situation does not change, the only option is to leave, which Ansu doesn't contemplate for now. Summarize, I think also Ansu Fati's father just came out speaking to the media saying that, oh, we're not happy with the minutes, but we still want to stay. That's the clear thing. So this happens a lot, especially at Barcelona. When you have such a good squad, there will be players who will complain about the lack of minutes. Ansu Fati is one of them. His father, I think, has a point in the sense that the minutes that he did get this season, majority of them have been at striker against, Getafe, Girona, low blocks. You can't really do much with that. I'm on the agreements. I keep hitting my leg on this damn table. I'm in the agreements with Barcelona. If a good offer comes in, we'll study and analyze it, especially if Ansu Fati walks in the boardroom and say, I want to leave, good offers there, we'll take it, we'll study it, we'll take a look at it. But right now, I think it's too early days. Of course, Ansu Fati can start starting games this season. We still have 2 months left. He's going to be getting, 5 goals, 4 assists. All of a sudden, he'll end up staying. So I think the situation right now is still in the early stages. But what's clear is that Jorge Mendes and his father are not happy with Ansu Fati's situation. If an offer comes in and Ansu Fati asks to leave, Barcelona will study it. If not, he most likely will continue. Again, the club do not want to sell him. They have other players they want to sell ahead of him, but his market value is very high. So keep your eyes on the situation. Ansu Fati does have a good chance of leaving the club this summer if a good offer arrives. Now, a player who is considering to leave Barcelona this summer is, of course, Inaki Pena, who does have a renewal offer on the table and is still undecided whether or not to renew his contract or not. Ferran Martinez from Deportivo came out saying that this will be an important week for the contract renewal of Inaki Pena. He wants to play more and is thus willing to listen to offers from outside. Barcelona want to convince him to stay for at least another year. Apparently Barcelona only want Inaki Pena to stay because they don't want to go out and sign a backup goalkeeper. They have other things to worry about. They're having with Inaki Pena for another year. Apparently, Inaki Pena was very upset when Marc-Andre ter Stegen started the Copa del Rey match against Real Sociedad. Inaki Pena felt he should have started that game. Then afterwards, Clásico, ter Stegen can play, fair enough. But against Sociedad, he thought he should have played. When he was on the bench, he was very upset. And now he's looking at his options. And in the end, he will decide very soon. Again, I'm kind of on the side of Barcelona here. I kind of want him to stay just to, save us a hassle to go sign another backup goalkeeper. But there is, of course, the option of Arnau Tenas. Ferran Martinez from Deportivo also came out saying that Arnau Tenas' contract ends with Barcelona in June, but Barcelona have the option to extend it for 2 more years. If Inaki Pena leaves, he has the options to be the backup to Marc-Andre ter Stegen, but if Pena stays, he could end up being loaned out. Arnau Tenas is a culé, very big in the dressing room, and he is delighted at Barcelona. Of course, we've seen that Arnau Tenas get very disappointed and angry and fighting with Carvajal after the Clásico. All the videos that we see from the bench this season, Arnau Tenas is a big character. Celebration in the Super Cup, he's always there. Big player in the dressing room. I don't know how, but he is nonetheless. Again, he will end up staying at Barcelona. He will renew his contract for 2 years automatically. If Inaki Pena stays, he'll go out on loan, get some minutes for first team. But if Inaki Pena ends up leaving, Arnau Tenas could be the backup goalkeeper for Barcelona next season. Let's now discuss some contract renewal updates around the first team at Barcelona. Now, I did discuss about Inaki Pena, Arnau Tenas, those are technically updates on renewals, but we do have one final renewal update, and that's on the renewal of the captain of the first team, Sergio Busquets. Gabriel Sanz from Deportivo came out saying the Barcelona renewal offer has not been approved by Sergio Busquets yet. 10 days have passed since the proposal was made, and it's still unclear whether he will accept it or not. Apparently, the renewal offer brings his salary down from 30 million a year to 7. So what's that, like a 80% decrease in the salary, which, to be fair, I think is fully fair. I think it's obvious what Busquets is waiting for. He's waiting for Messi. So I think if Messi ends up coming, he will sign 100%. If Messi does not come, and depends on where Messi goes, that will also decide Busquets. If Messi stays in PSG, I think Busquets will stay. If Messi goes to Saudi Arabia or MLS, I think Busquets might follow. I would put, 75% that Busquets stays. I think I would be shocked, very sad as well. Will I cry? Probably. If Busquets does end up not renewing his contract and leaving the club this summer, I will be at the final home game of the Camp Nou this season, so hopefully he gets a good send-off, and I'll be there chanting his name, but if hopefully he does not end up leaving. So, offer still on the table. Busquets neither accepted it or declined it, but it has passed now, I think 12, 14 days since the renewal offer was made, and Busquets is still undecided on his future. Let's now discuss some injury updates surrounding the first team at Barcelona. We do have a big update coming in from Miguel from AES. He's come out saying that Pedri, Ousmane Dembele, and Andreas Christensen are all ruled out for the Clásico Copa del Rey second leg next week. Frankie de Jong is a doubt, but Ronald Araujo will be available. Apparently, Frankie de Jong is a doubt. Xavi is desperate for him to be fit for that game. He thinks he's very important, very integral for the team. There's a lot of optimism around Frankie de Jong that he could end up playing that game. Araujo, everything is good at the moment, but no Pedri, no Dembele, and no Andreas Christensen. Again, big blows for Barcelona. Hopefully, they can all be fit for the Copa del Rey final if we do end up making it there. That's the only, big game we do have left of the season, because the league is pretty much wrapped up. 12 points clear. I think we play Atletico Madrid at home, and that's our only, I think Betis at home as well. That's the only difficult games we do have left. So the Copa del Rey is basically all that we have to fight for fully this for the rest of the season, because the league should be wrapped up in our favor. Hopefully they can be fit by then. But again, 3 big injuries for Barcelona. These 3 players are all in the Gala 11, which I think is very important. Same with Frankie de Jong and Araujo as well. So we'll wait and see who gets fit for that game. Again, Barcelona do look like they will be on thin ropes for that game, but hopefully we'll get past it. But 100% there won't be no Pedri, no Dembele, and no Christensen. Now, the final topic that I want to discuss before I end off this video is give you guys some updates surrounding Barcelona over the past 48 hours. We do have some updates on the Negreira Case. First, coming in from Sport, they've come out saying that a press conference by Joan Laporta addressing the Negreira Case points to April the 12th. By then, the investigation that Barcelona board decided to open on the case and that the compliance department outsourced will be finished. Barcelona club members, sponsors, and investors will receive a letter from Joan Laporta in the coming days in which he will give an explanation on the Negreira Case. UEFA, La Liga, RFEF, and CSD will also receive a letter as well. In this letter, Laporta will once again defend Barcelona's institution and of course innocence, and reiterate the club has never bought anything from the referees. So again, April 12th, mark your calendars. Joan Laporta will come and face the media and give every single detail. I'm expecting a PowerPoint presentation as well on the Negreira case. Also, Joan Laporta, Rafael Uste, Eduardo Romeo, Mateo Alemany, and the treasury friend Olivia and several members of the Barcelona board had a meeting yesterday where the club wants to reduce their expenses for the next upcoming season. Board also came out saying that Joan Laporta has summoned his board members for a meeting this Thursday, which is deemed to be very important for Barcelona's future. The finances of Espai Barça, the Negreira case, and reducing expenses, among other things, will be discussed. So tomorrow there will be a big board meeting to decide the future of the club going forward. Apparently, Espai Barça want to leave the Mojica Stadium, the Olympic Stadium, not go there anymore, stay at the Camp Nou. A lot of changes are going to be happening over the next few weeks, but again, the main thing will be Barcelona reducing expenses and increasing income. One of the ways Barcelona has increased income was, of course, last weekend hosting the Kings League at the Camp Nou, where Barcelona earned a total of 2.5 million euros. Of course, it was a full stadium, packed out. 2.5 million euros earned in revenue. Then we had 8.2 million from the Clásico, so that's what, like 10.7 in 2 events over the past week, which, to be honest, not that bad from Barcelona. So again, the revenue is there. We are trying to increase our income as much as possible. This would be big money to help Barcelona in terms of financial fair play, but again, a lot more needs to be done in order for Barcelona to have a calm, cool transfer window this summer, which will probably be very, very unlikely. But again, keep your eyes on the big board meeting that will be happening this Thursday. Then, of course, April 12th, for Joan Laporta's press conference to speak on the Negreira case. So that was my reaction to the Barcelona news over the past 48 hours. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to leave a like, and of course, leave me your thoughts down below in the comments on everything we discussed. The main thing I want to firstly, of course, is on the options of Alex Grimaldo and Dani Olmo joining Barcelona. On Grimaldo, would you sign this summer or not? And on Olmo, are you interested in him next summer as well? Secondly, your thoughts on Ilkay Gundogan on the verge of joining Barcelona. Thirdly, of course, on Lionel Messi, you think Joan Laporta will speak to Messi? You think Messi will join Barcelona as a free agent? And finally, your thoughts also on the Ansu Fati situation. What would you do? Give him another year, wait for offers. If he wants to leave, let him go. If a good offer arrives, would you accept it? Leave me all your thoughts down below. And of course, make sure you guys subscribe down below as well if you haven't already. And I'll see you guys next time on the channel. Take care and Forza Barça. Yeah.